welcome to Brainbox 90. It's a Thursday again, and yes indeed, GBC television at 7:30. Well, there's another 8 people in the studio to try and get through to the next round of this particular series of Brainbox 90. I'm just going to tell you who those people are. Of course, they comprise 2 of our teams, the 4-leaf Clovers and the Brainy Boys. But first, the 4-leaf Clovers, 4 young ladies on the front desk. Hello. Hi, welcome along to Brainbox 90. Lee Casely, you're the team captain. Leah even, not Lee, is it? How are you, okay?
Yeah, fine.
So, team captain, why? Why are you the team captain of the 4-leaf Clovers?
I don't know.
Yeah, you picked up the short straw, did you? Never mind. Sarah Harper,
Hello.
hi. Tell us about the 4-leaf Clovers. Did you need that extra luck to be able to come tonight?
Yeah.
Did it take you a long time to pick up the name?
No, not really.
Just one of those quick brain waves, eh?
Yeah.
Kelly Garcia, hi.
Hi.
Over there, hiding behind Sarah. How are you tonight, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Full of the joys of spring? We're so close to that now, aren't we?
Yeah.
And Eve Maitland, hello.
Hi.
Or even McClelland. I'm getting all the names wrong tonight, aren't I? How are you?
Fine, thanks.
All right. The best of luck to you and the rest of your team, the 4-leaf Clovers. Let's hope that those Clovers bring you that very, very good luck indeed. The other team are the Brainy Boys. I wonder if they are Brainy. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Are you the Brainy Boys?
Yes.
It's in you to be the Brainy Boys, is it?
Yeah.
Over here we have the team captain. Team captain is Julian Byrne. Hi, Julian.
Right.
How are you?
All right. A bit nervous.
Yes, been a rough day leading up to having to come up to Broadcasting House. Never mind. And Orlando Yates. Hi.
Hello.
So how bad a day has it been for you just thinking that you had to come on to TV?
Not that bad.
You can cope with this sort of thing, yeah? You're a born star. Yes? And Seamus Byrne.
Hello.
Another 2 Byrnes. Any relation?
No.
None at all?
No.
Just purely by coincidence? Yes?
Yes.
And John Calderon,
Hello.
down there at the very end of the desk.
Yes.
And how are you, okay?
Yes.
You're going to have to tell me about this guy in front of me. Of course, we all know it's Garfield, because we've seen his cartoon. What's he doing here? Does it talk?
No.
No? Right. Is it supposed to bring you luck?
Yes.
Okay, well, we've got the Garfield here, we've got the 4-leaf Clovers over here. There's luck everywhere on Brainbox 90 tonight. Let's hope there is, at least for one of our teams. And, well, we'll find out right after the break. Brainbox 90 starts soon.
Santa! Santa, the real one. Fruity freshness in every sip.
Right, let's start these people's troubles now, because here come the questions tonight, and Leah Casely, being the first lady right next to me, the first question is for you. How are you in sports, okay?
Okay.
What Olympic sport would you associate with Nadia Comaneci?
Javelin.
No, we can't give that to you. We'll pass it on to somebody else in the team. What Olympic sport would you associate with Nadia Comaneci? And Kelly?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics is right for 2 points for the 4-leaf Clovers. Sarah Harper, what is the perimeter of a square garden 3 meters long?
12 meters.
12 meters is right for 4 points. Kelly, what does RSVP stand for? RSVP.
Response.
RSVP. You can give me the English translation if you want.
No, pass.
Okay, and Sarah?
Reply CV play.
Répondez s'il vous plaît, reply s'il vous plaît. Okay, a bit of each English and French there. Please reply is what RSVP stands for those who don't understand French. And that for 2 points. And Eve McClelland, which is the odd one out of these 4, cotton, acrylic, nylon and polyester. Cotton, acrylic, nylon and polyester.
Acrylic.
I'm afraid that is not the right answer. We'll pass it on to somebody else in your team. Which is the odd one out? And Kelly?
Cotton.
Cotton is right, yes indeed, because that's a natural fibre and not man-made like the other four, like the other three. And right, that's for 2 points for the four-leaf clovers. Brainy boys, here come your 4 questions, your 4 general knowledge questions. Julian Byrne, team captain. How many signs are there in the zodiac? How many signs are there in the zodiac?
5.
There are not 5. Pass it on to somebody else in the team. And Seamus.
13.
There are not 13. What about the front desk, 4-leaf clovers, and Sarah?
12.
There are 12 indeed, 12 signs of the zodiac, like Taurus, Gemini, those are the zodiacs. There are 12, one for each month, of course, for 1 point for the 4-leaf clovers. Orlando Yates, now your question, what would be your job if you had FRCS after your name? What would be your job if you had those 4 letters after your name? FRCS.
Pass.
Anybody else in the team?
No.
No guesses?
No.
Okay, then we'll... You were going to say?
Sure.
No? Okay, then we'll pass it on to the 4-leaf clovers. Anybody know what FRCS stands for and what job you'd have if you had that?
Like Father Chaplain or...
No, I'm afraid not. Your job would actually be a surgeon, because FRCS means a Fellow of the Royal College of Surgeons. No points to anybody there. Seamus Byrne, what is laissez-faire? What is laissez-faire? You've got 4 possibilities. A French washing up liquid, make haste, leave things as they are, or awaiting postal collection. Laissez-faire. A French washing up liquid, make haste, leave things as they are, or awaiting postal collection. Seamus.
Make haste.
It is not make haste. We'll pass it on to somebody else, and Orlando.
Leave things as they are.
Leave things as they are is right for 2 points for the Brainy boys. And the last question in this particular round for John Calvero. Who was the first man on the moon? The first man on the moon. Neil Armstrong is right, yes, for 4 points for the Brainy boys. Let's find out what those scores look like now. At the very start of Brainbox 90 tonight, the Brainy boys are on 6, not being as brainy as the 4-leaf clovers, who start tonight on 11 points. Time now for one of those team questions on Brainbox 90. In front of you, you have sheets marked number 2, round 2. Turn those over. At home, you have a bar chart coming up on your screens shortly. That bar chart actually tells you of how many cars were sold in No Town. That's the town that we've chosen, No Town, in July 1989. They go from 0 to 400, and we've got countries like Germany, Spain, France, British, and Japanese cars. And there's 4 questions to go with those possible results, of course, according to that bar chart. Number 1, how many Japanese cars were sold? Number 2, how many European cars were sold? Number 3, how many more British than German cars were sold? And number 4, if the import duty on each car is £500, how much money was collected by the government? That's the 4th question. Answers to those, of course, concealed in the bar chart. I think we've given the 4-leaf clovers plenty of time now to come up with those answers. They can, of course, get 2 points per correct answer, and their team captain, Leah, will have to give me those answers if she can collect them from the rest of the team. Leah, how many Japanese cars were sold, according to that bar chart?
100.
Is right, for 2 points. How many European cars were sold?
700.
Is right, for 2 points. How many more British than German cars were sold?
100.
Is right, 100. And if the import duty on each car is £500, how much money was collected by the government?
2,500.
I'm afraid not. It's not 2,500. And do you want to take another guess? A very, very quick guess. Not 2,500.
2,000.
No, I'm afraid not. The answer that we were looking for was 550,000. 550,000 pounds would have been collected by the government had the import duty on each car been £500. So 6 points at the end of the round there for the 4-leaf clovers. Another bar chart now coming up on your screens at home, and of course the Brainy boys having that bar chart on the sheets marked round 2. It shows the school library books borrowed during the autumn term. going from 0 to 100, with a series of different types of books. There's war, western, crime, non-fiction, and comedy. And 4 questions to go to that bar chart. Once again, 2 points for each of the questions, Brainy Boys. Don't forget to work as a team, because it is a team question. You can confer. The 4 questions are: what was the least popular type of book borrowed? Question 2, how many crime and non-fiction books were borrowed? Question 3, how many books were borrowed altogether? And question 4, if 1/3 of the total number of books were returned 2 days late, and the fine per book per day is 5p, how much money was collected? Okay, those are the 4 questions that go with that particular bar chart showing the school library books borrowed during the autumn term. And Julian, you'll have to collect those answers from your teammates and tell me the answers to these questions for 2 points each. And question 1, what was the least popular type of book borrowed?
War.
War is right for 2 points. Question 2, how many crime and non-fiction books were borrowed?
180.
Is right for 2 points. Question 3, how many books were borrowed altogether?
300.
Is right for 2 points. And if 1/3 of the total number of books were returned 2 days late, and the fine per book per day is 5p, how much money was collected?
£10.
Is right. £10 is right for another 2 points. At the end of that round, it's 8 points for the Brainy Boys. And let's find out how those scores are doing. The Brainy Boys still trailing on 14, but that gap is narrowing now. The 4-leafed clovers are on 17. And if our teams are very, very quick at their pens, then we might be able to get quite a number of points now to boost those scores, because this is the one that would give you 30 seconds for you to write as many different names of our particular topic. Okay, and your topic, the 4-leaf clovers, for you to answer as many, please, as many different types of makes of cars as you can in these 30 seconds. Well, there you have it. The time is up. 30 seconds up that soon, that quickly. Please pass the sheets over to Leah. Thank you very much indeed. The first 2 coming along now, and the other 2 are here. Well, we have Ford, Mitsubishi, Jaguar, and Mercedes. Don't forget that we asked the makes of cars and not the models. Okay, we've got Cortina and Sierra there, which we can't give you. So Ford, Mitsubishi, Jaguar, Mercedes will give you 2 points so far, since it's half a point per correct answer. Toyota, Seat is right as well for 1 point. Over here we're having Porsche for half a point. And on this one we have Fiat, Alfa Romeo, Citroen, and Mazda for another 2 points. So that's 2.5, 3.5, 5.5 points. 5.5 points for the 4-leaf clovers, who gave us a fair amount of makes of cars there. Okay, another 30 seconds coming up soon for the Brainy Boys. Okay, you ready with pencils in hand? I bet you are, because we want as many different countries with a Mediterranean coastline as you can. Okay, countries which are in the Mediterranean. They have a Mediterranean coastline in these 30 seconds. Okay, how are you on your geography then? All right?
Blank.
Still blank. Pass them on to Julian, please. Countries with a Mediterranean coastline is what we were looking for. Liam, would you mind passing those sheets over for me, please? And we'll find out if the Brainy Boys actually know those countries with a Mediterranean coastline. Well, they're telling me that Italy, It has a Mediterranean coastline, which of course it has Spain. There's Greece as well. They've written down Albania, which we cannot give you because that's in the Adriatic. And France, also Italy, which we've had already, so no, and Sicily is part of Italy, of course. Cyprus we can give you. We can't give you Corsica, though, because that's also part of another country. Italy, Gibraltar, we will give you Gibraltar, actually. Awfully bright there. Turkey and Egypt. Right, so that's 1.5 there, plus 2, plus a half there. Spain we've had already. Portugal, I'm afraid, is in the Atlantic. Morocco is in the Atlantic too, although it has got bits that are, of course, just opposite us on the Mediterranean. France as well, the French Riviera, and Italy we've had. So 1 point there, 2.5, 3, 4, and 5. 5 points for the Brainy Boys. 5 points for the Brainy Boys at the end of that particular round. And let's find out what the scores are actually doing. The Brainy Boys on 19, the Four-Leaved Clovers on 22.5. Let's see if we can keep that tempo up. Four-Leaved Clovers, that particular leaf is giving you a bit of good luck, isn't it? Still 3.5 points ahead of the Brainy Boys. And we've got another set now of general knowledge questions. Let's see if you do just as well with these. The first one there is a spelling question. All right, so you can write notes down if you want. Spell psalm. Psalm, as in
Mathematics.
religion. Spell psalm.
S-A-L-M.
No, I'm afraid not. I have to pass it on. And Kelly was the first one with a thumb up.
P-A-S-L-M.
I'm afraid not. It's not P-A-S-L-M. We'll have to pass it on to the other team. And Julian.
P-S-A-L-M.
Yes, P-S-A-L-M, Kelly. You have to invert the A and the S there. For 1 point for the Brainy Boys. Sarah Harper. Which country is known as the Garden of England? Not country, but county, I beg your pardon. Which county is known as the Garden of England? Which county is known as the Garden of England?
Yorkshire.
Not Yorkshire, I'm afraid. Anybody else in the team? Have a guess at least, because of course it could get you 2 points. And Eve?
London.
Not London, I'm afraid, no. Pass it on to the other team and Julian.
Kent.
Kent it is. Kent it is for 1 point for the Brainy Boys. Question number 3 in this particular round for Kelly. Who lives in the White House, Kelly?
Mr. Bush, President Bush.
President Bush, the President of the United States of America, George Bush, being the person there at this particular moment in history. George Bush, the President of the USA, lives in the White House for 4 points for the Four-Leaved Clovers. And Eve McClelland, which bird is associated with peace? Which bird is associated with peace? A dove it is. A dove it is for 4 points to the Four-Leaved Clovers. Brainy Boys, your set of general knowledge questions coming up.